Alright, yes. Welcome to the video, full day of eating edition. I'm going to get stuck straight into this. I want to try and keep this video under 10 minutes. So before we go into the meals, I just want to do some stats. At the moment, I'm currently weighing around 82 kilos. I'm going to put some comparisons here. So my peak cut of 2024 was around August, and this is what I was looking like. And then this is how I look now. The difference between these is about 9 kilos, and that's progressively been gained over the last sort of 5 to 6 months, which is about a 2 kilo gain a month, 0.5 kilos a week, if you average it out, which is like a relatively steady rate of gain. Arguably, I could have probably gone a bit slower, but here we are. So the thing is that's quite mentally challenging when it comes to cutting and bulking is arguably, well, not arguably, objectively, I look better here. I'm leaner. You could say I look like I have more muscle than I do here. But the reality is I have more muscle here. I'm way stronger here. And that's just the illusion of like body fat, because more body fat kind of creates the illusion that you're not as big as you are. Granted, you look bigger in like hoodies, jumpers and t-shirts and stuff when you've got more size, like more body mass. But yeah, so these are the differences. I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. I've just focused on like progressive overload and just like training really, really hard and trying to hit my meals as much as possible. The full day of eating I'm about to show you is pretty much what my weekday foods look like. There is some variation, but this is just like a pretty standard one. On the weekends, they are not necessarily like this because I go and see Kate normally, my girlfriend, on the weekend. So I still make a conscious effort to get in a decent amount of protein, but the foods I'm eating are slightly different. But overall, I'm in a calorie surplus like on the weekends, which is the most important thing, and still train hard, etc. So now I'm just going to quickly show you my weight app, which just shows that in August, my average weight was about 73.59. I'm looking at it now whilst you're looking at it too. And then you can pretty much see that it's gradually gone up until now. So we've got 73.59 August, 74.5 September, October 77.65, 78.5 in November, and then December 81.64, and then January 82.18. So that's where we are. I'm currently about 82 kilos, 5'6". We're going to aim for around 3,000 calories today. Actually, I know how many calories we're going to eat because I usually like plug my food into MyFitnessPal ahead of the day because I know what foods I'm pretty much going to be eating. So today comes in at 3,000 calories, 250 grams of protein. I now need to open up MyFitnessPal to remind myself of the carbs and fats. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 80 fats and then whatever the rest is in carbs. 80 fats, 250 protein, 328 carbs. I don't need to be eating this much protein for my size. Like I could probably get away with eating like 190. However, I quite like protein, like foods, for example. I like to eat a decent amount of meat. Sorry if you're vegetarian or vegan. But yeah, I don't eat 250 grams of protein every day, but I at least hit 200 to cover all my bases. But normally the guideline is sort of 1 gram per pound of body weight. All right. I feel like that's the kind of stats and admin done. Let's get into meal one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll this whole clip the whole way through because I'm going to show you the foods I'm eating. I'm going to film with my phone. So meal one is, I do have this pretty much every single day. I've got bagels, eggs, tomatoes, and then some sauce, whatever sauce I feel like having. Today's barbecue sauce, but I normally have like sriracha. So the total calories on that meal come to 650-ish, which is pretty decent. I eat this at around 10:30 every day. I train at about 12:30, so a couple of hours gives me a couple of hours of digestion before I hit the gym. Fun fact, if you rotate MyFitnessPal, then you can see the individual stats of each of the numbers. So that meal is 45 grams of protein. I feel like that's the most important one. Okay, then meal two is basically like chicken wraps. This meal is another staple of mine. Chicken wraps, tortillas, like 3 of them. Chuck in some peppers, tomatoes, mayo, some more sauces, etc. So this meal is about 1,000 calories and comes in at 80 grams of protein, which is pretty decent. Meal 3 is, so the wraps would be like post-workout meal. So I tried to sort of space my meals out like 3 hours apart. Meal 3 is rice with extra lean diced beef. That comes in at about 900 calories and 86 grams of protein. Again, I have that with like some teriyaki sauce, whatever sauce I'm feeling, peppers, onions, etc. Sometimes I don't track all of the veg that I'm eating in a bulk. It's not so important. It's just, you know what I mean, it's veg. And then finally, the last meal is probably my favorite, but that's just because it's really, really addictive. So it's basically just a protein shake. This is the current protein that I have. I'll be obviously overlaying loads of footage, but this is just like my protein. It's actually really nice, cookies and cream. Have that with 200 ml of milk, which I don't really weigh out, but I kind of visually know what that looks like. And then some cereal, like Cinnamon Crunch cereal, cinnamon chips from Aldi, about 70 grams-ish. That comes in at 37 grams of protein, about 500 calories. So then that puts us for the day 3,000 calories, thereabouts, 250 protein, 328 carb, and 80 fat. That is a really quick full day of eating, and what my current full days of eating look like on a bulk. Please don't take this as like this is the absolute best full day of eating. I'm just doing this just to show you what I eat regularly, what a day looks like for me. These are just foods that I enjoy eating. I can get them down pretty easily and they digest well. So you might need to like do some exploring to see what sort of foods work for you. Obviously I'm like not the biggest dude, being like 5'6" and stuff, so I don't need like crazy amounts of calories. Like 3,000 calories for me probably comes in at about 3,100 is decent. Like it gives me the progression that I need in terms of weight gain. And then yeah, maybe on the weekend sometimes I might end up eating more like 3,500 calories, which is fine. Like I don't mind doing that. I try to hit around 10k steps a day, just sort of spread out across the day, and I train 5 to 6 times a week for about, my sessions last usually about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. I'm quite efficient. I don't like to talk much. I pretty much time all my rest times like 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I used to spend ages in the gym. It's just not optimal. I manage my volume way better now. So hopefully you got some ideas from this video. I thought it would be quite quick for me to put together, which is good. But then also there's a lot of full days of eatings out there that just like go on like way too much. And ultimately you probably clicked on this video just to like see what foods I'm eating to hit whatever 3,000 calories, 250 protein, get some ideas for yourself, try out some of these meals, and yeah, see if they work for you. Ways in which you can make this like more calorific, which to be fair I haven't put into here, but I might do. I'm filming this in the morning, so I haven't actually eaten any of this food yet, but I'm definitely going to eat it, so don't worry. You can add cheese to stuff. That will immediately bump up the fats, bump up a little bit of protein, but like bump up the calories massively. If I added cheese to my wraps and also my like rice and beef, I could easily whack on another like 300 to 500 calories just in doing that. You could use sauces like mayo are really calorific. You could use more olive oil, etc. You could have some more eggs. All of these things are quite simple to do that could really quickly just bump up your calories, or just eat like more cereal at the end of the day. The cereal meal is quite a good one because depending, like if you've had any variances in the day for like foods that you've eaten, and then pretty much without that cereal meal, I've hit my protein. So I don't even need to have it with like a protein shake. I just like how that tastes. But yeah, if I got over my calories in the day, and I really want to be like strict and adhere to sort of what I'm setting myself, then I can just pull stuff out of that cereal meal. I can either not have it, I could not have the protein shake, or I could just have less cereal. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. Very raw, like I said, no script. I just kind of went for it, and it looks like I've managed to keep it under 10 minutes. I'm not even going to cut any of this. I'm just going to keep it as it is. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know if you want to see like a bit of a weekly food shop, and if you really did enjoy this, then I can come up with some other ideas, like different meals that I also sometimes eat, to hit the same sort of goal. And yeah, across those sort of videos, etc. Hopefully you gain some value. I'll see you in the next one. Yes, mate.